wonderful honored teammate's dad who you met before. I'd like to invite Darius Crandall to come on up one more time, please.
Wow. Thanks again, everyone. From the corporate world, I know, especially around bonus season, a big part of that is managing expectations. So I'll manage everyone's expectations, and I probably won't hold it together for the whole thing. So know that going into this. Whenever I talk about running, I'm usually surrounded by coworkers that think running 26 miles is absolutely insane. And when I tell them stories about a training run, and I went out for a short run last night, it was 10 miles, and they're like, I've never run 10 miles, never. And so to be surrounded by a bunch of people as crazy as I am, I feel a little bit of comfort in that. So thank you. And try to keep this as brief as possible. I know my kids are clamoring to get out and trick or treat today, so the sooner this is over, the sooner the candy comes in. We thanked this group of people before, but your friends and family and everybody that tolerates the lunacy that goes into training for 15 or 18 weeks or whatever your program is. I know you're no fun in social events, you have to eat weird things, and you've got no time for certain stuff. So thank everybody one more time that puts up with this. So why am I here? I'm a distance runner, and I had applied 7 times through the open lottery system to get into the New York Marathon. And I ran it back in 2011, and at that time I was the 3-in-1 program, or get shot down 3 times and you get in on the last. And they did away with that. So this year I got in through the open lottery system, which is a 1 in a million shot, I think, as we all know. And so I had my own ticket to run this year, and I knew I wanted to do something special back in 2011 when I ran. I wanted to do team and training, and I had torn a calf muscle in June. And I knew Jackson's story was compelling, but I didn't want to share it and get a lot of people on board with fundraising and then end up not being able to run the race. So I unfortunately did not raise money for team and training that year. I did, however, run the marathon, and at that time Jackson was in the middle of treatment and obviously ran for far different reasons. And I run this year because it's Jackson's 5-year milestone. September was 5 years since he was diagnosed, and by mathematical reasons, I guess when the leukemia cells are low enough, we call it remission, and so he was in remission right away the first month. So September was 5 years of him being in remission. So I figured what's better than raise money for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and I got on the phone and I called up, and I ended up speaking with Laura, and Laura's been terrific, and we forged a great friendship a couple months ago, and she's been absolutely outstanding, and she's helped me get through all this and everything involved. And ironically, why would I decide for team and training and for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society? Jackson, being born with Down syndrome and all the educational challenges we have, he's got more causes than I care to choose from. And so ironically, in all this, I've seen in the literature that some of the LLS funding has gone to Dr. Carroll. And Dr. Carroll happens to specialize to some degree in children or adults in the relationships between leukemia and Down syndrome. And so when we were seeking a second opinion, and as you heard earlier, it isn't just the cancer that's the problem, it's the treatment. The sooner you can get done with the treatment, the less collateral damage we can cause. So the sooner we felt comfortable ending Jackson's chemo, the better and better his odds would be for the long term. So we reached out to Dr. Carroll, and he actually advised us on some of what was going on in Europe and the shortening of protocols, and with the trisomy 21 or a Down syndrome diagnosis along with it, there are changes that he was aware of, and so through his guidance, we were able to shorten the time Jackson was being treated. And so whether or not that had a part in Jackson's success, I can't say, but I know it certainly didn't cause us any harm. So in an odd way, I'm kind of contributing to a cause that I ultimately benefited from. So anybody who has raised money for team training, thank you, because we were the recipients. And to coin a phrase from Hair Club for Men, I'm not just the president, I'm also a client. That's kind of that's what we were with Jackson and Dr. Carroll. So thank you. So what makes Jackson's story probably a little bit different, obviously, is the twist with Down syndrome. And so for us, it's always been a two-pronged or a double-edged sword that as soon as he beat cancer, in which was an enormous accomplishment, obviously, the third chromosome never goes away. So as soon as he was done with cancer, it